And so finally access to this queue has been closed. The most historic perhaps of all queues, certainly in Britain. This country has seen nothing like this before. Much of the world has seen nothing like this before. And the build up to this closure was coming over a period of several hours. And that of course because the authorities did not want people to set out from home, join the queue at the end to then be told that it's too late. People were told in advance they must not set out from their homes because they're not likely to be able to join the queue. This queue has been closed on several occasions because there were just too many people looking to join it for them to be accommodated in the queue. That did not stop them. A second queue formed to join the first queue. Now, how much more British can the British get? And that second queue was just as disciplined as the main queue, even if it was not policed or managed quite as closely as this one. But this is a mark really of the veneration, the reverence for the Queen. It is a triumph for her, a tribute to her, very much more than the tributes in language, in words from leaders from around the world or from within the country. But more than that, it is also at so many levels a tribute to the very people who have joined the queue. The patience, the discipline with which they have stayed in the queue is quite remarkable. At the same time, this is a triumph of management. The way that sections were formed in the queue with a colored wristband for each section to enable people to leave for using the toilet or for refreshments and to rejoin the queue in more or less the same place. This has been extraordinarily well managed, and the people who have joined it have been extraordinary in the sheer discipline with which they have stayed there, and so many have joined. David Beckham, the great football star, joined at 2 in the morning, stayed in the queue for 12 hours. He chatted with those next to him, he posed for some selfies inevitably, but he said it was so important for him to be there. And other celebrities have come, and not to look for fame or photographs. David Beckham doesn't need that kind of publicity. This is an expression of a oneness among so many people coming from so many different walks of life, united in their grief for the Queen, united in their wish to go and in some way touch this moment of history. And all this in the queue, all these hours in the queue, day and night, and at night it has been cold, all this just to get a minute or less to file by the Queen's coffin in Westminster Hall. This is as fine a tribute as she's ever had in her life.